This broadcast is powered by Sportscast Australia.
Short-handed, Adelaide press, the captain, great work. Joan Smith with another save, wrap around, it's in. And now Brisbane are right in this.
Good by Crawley, she's perfect at the dot so far to score! Sparrow has flight!
Deflected and it goes in, Butler scores, chaos in front of King.
And it's a goal! The Inferno through Molly McKowen found a gap, passed Tracy back at goal.
Just taking that noise, the Melbourne Ice, through all their adversity all season, they got it together here at the O'Brien Ice House and they win.
After a week off for both the Brisbane Lightning and the Adelaide Rush, they will do battle in the Sunshine State. Games number 3 and 4 for each team on the season. However, the Brisbane Lightning have played a couple of exhibition games as well against the fledgling Melbourne Ducks. Hello and welcome to the Boondall Ice World in Brisbane. Michael Peppicelli calling all the action for you on AWIHL.tv. which is, of course, powered by Sportscast. And also, you can catch us on the YouTube as well. Gordon Goodenough joining me in commentary today. And Gordon, we're looking forward to this one. These two teams played 5 games against each other last season, and each one was a high-scoring affair. So hopefully some fireworks this weekend.
Yeah, we should be in for some goals. I think both teams are quite happy to try to get the offense going. The Brisbane Lightning, of course, they played 2 games against the Melbourne Ice. They played a couple of exhibition games against the Ducks. They've only found the back of the net twice, and head coach Matt Meyer is eager for that to change. And the Adelaide Rush, well, they found the back of the net 11 times against the Perth Inferno.
They certainly did. They ended up with 11 goals scored and 10 goals conceded that weekend as we're underway. Adelaide, of course, rocking the new away jerseys. The powder blue, I think, is the colour we've landed on, Gordon. So we'll go with that for the moment. Of course, if anyone wants to correct us on that, feel free on the socials. But that's what we're going with at the moment. Created by Cridget Creations as well. We'll give them a shout out because they have done a terrific job, and they've got it in the attacking zone early, forced into a fantastic save. There was Katie Meyer, Nelly G Rookie of the Year last season. Possession dominated by the Rush early on. Their first away set of the season. Brisbane's first official home set. They did play those 2 home games against the Ducks, but of course those games aren't going to count towards the standings this season. Chaos in front of Meyer. That almost got real dangerous for the Lightning. Another pass into the low slot. No one able to really get a stick on it. And Kulbita's going to take it back into the neutral zone. Chance now for Brisbane just to control the puck. Molnarova, one of the imports. Bad pass is cut off. Back into Adelaide's attacking zone. Costa, always so steady, the captain. And now, first chance for Brisbane to really push into attack, and it's Ali Fisher. Another of their imports. New this season. Initially from Minnesota, has come over to Australia, based in Townsville, and flies up and down each week to play the games. Isn't really able to train with the team, obviously. She has made a good start to her A-Dub career. Scored a couple of terrific goals against the Ducks. Adelaide now pressing. And there is Fisher again. course, still early in the season, so both coaches looking to get their line combinations in tip-top shape as Rapchuk sends it forward. And Adelaide able to recover the puck. Crompton now, good forecheck from the rush. Tahima it was. A couple of alternate captains doing battle there in Crompton and Tahima. Now a chance for Aris. But Brisbane's defense does well. Mahoney and Crompton combine. Adelaide come out with intent so far. Have really established attack. Maya didn't quite hang on to that. But luckily she had support in the form of Hockett. But Adelaide again, they've made an enterprising start, Gordon.
Yeah, they've done well so far, maintaining possession, and this is about what we'd expect. They really dominated those games against the Perth Inferno, outshot them 110-45 across the two games. But as you mentioned, gave up 10 goals, so they're not airtight defensively. But head coach Jeff Fodey, he really encourages an aggressive forecheck, wants to activate the D, and he accepts the fact that sometimes when you do that, you are going to give up chances.
Looked like they were onto something there offensively, but got called back via the whistle. So you just see the replay that Maya just wasn't able to quite get the handle on that save, and almost the second chance rebound goal as a result, but no harm done in the end. And now Brisbane a chance to get it moving. This is Clinic. We know how good she is. Couldn't quite make anything happen on that occasion. But this is good for Brisbane to just try and keep it in their zone. Although it's come out, and it could come out with interest. They've got the rush here, Adelaide. Shot fired from Kulbita. Great save in the end to deflect it from Maya. And well, now the Adelaide defence has to go to work, and we'll get a face-off.
Yeah, this is a big start for Emma Moonen as well. He just covers up that puck there. But the chance from Kulbita, it's a really good shoulder save. Gets the arm up Katie Mayo. This is the first game of the season that she started for the Brisbane Lightning. Imogen Perry got the start on Saturday against Melbourne Ice. Came out with an injury and got the start again on Sunday. So excited to see how she goes with her first AWIHL start of the season.
She's got a 14.43 GAA so far this season. As you mentioned, Perry getting the start in those games, but she did come in relief and had a tough time of it against Melbourne Ice. They're probably going to do that to a lot of teams this season and a lot of goalkeepers, because their firepower is nearly unmatched in this competition. So hopefully for her sake, she can have a little bit of a better go of it this evening. A first good save, but she couldn't get the second. Goal scored by Adelaide. And we're trying to get a number on that goal scorer. It was Tori Cebulski, the young star.
Well, happy 18th birthday, Tori Cebulski, and she benefits from a big rebound off a Jordan Kulbita shot from just inside the blue line. There's a big rebound that comes out, and Cebulski, what a snipe, just finding the far corner. In fact, it was a dump in. And as you'll see on this replay, just right over that blocker side of Katie Meyer, and gives the Adelaide Rush a 1-0 lead.
And they're on the break again here. Almost terrific. Tahima getting on the end of that pass from Aris. These two have great chemistry. They've played together for period of time now for this Adelaide Rush side, and they are relentless on the forecheck in the early going. Only 5.5 minutes in. Brisbane just struggling to match that intensity in the early going. Maybe a chance now to possess and head into the offensive zone themselves. The shot from Carlisle was trapped nicely by Moonen.
Yeah, you'll see some extracurriculars, and the teams are pretty familiar with each other. As you mentioned, they faced each other 5 times last season, as Alison Carlisle going hard to the net there. But a really good start for Tori Cebulski. Talking to head coach Matt Meyer, his plan was to have Cebulski come in on the third line in this game, but there she was on the top line playing with Jordan Corbita and was the recipient of that rebound.
Here's Corbita again, playing a little bit of a 1-2 game. Costa trying to intervene. Now a chance for Clinic on the rush here. They've gotten back well, though, Adelaide. Clinic, just the stick work, terrific. Still has possession of it. Lays off the pass along the boards, tries to wrap it around, but they've gotten back in numbers here. Adelaide, although under pressure again, is Corbita. Turnover ensues. And Adelaide able to come away with it once again. Dangerous pass. Molnar over. Plays it into the zone. All Adelaide, though, and they'll get it moving. Here is Cebulski once again. She thought she kept it in the zone. Officials saying no, no, and we get the offside whistle. They have been under immense pressure, the Brisbane defenders. Adelaide doing a great job keeping it in their zone in the early going. And they've got it in there again. Dixon first to it this time for Brisbane. She'll have another go. And maybe a chance to get on the rush here. Dumps it behind the goal line. Support comes from Sinclair. Playing her first game. We saw her do a rookie lap earlier, which was a great moment for her. Looking to press here. Mahoney, always so dangerous. She was outstanding against the Ducks a couple of weeks ago. Scored a short-handed goal. They got a couple of those against the Ducks. The special teams have been a little bit of an issue for Brisbane over the last, season and a bit now. They may have been able to just get things right against the Ducks, but we'll get a little bit of a better perspective on that perhaps today. As Venning, one of the experienced operators, sends it into the neutral zone, now into offense. Meyer did have to make a save there. And they're going forward again. Brisbane through Carlisle. Turnover. Well done, Hockett, defensively. Talk about experience. She's got as much of it as anyone in the comp. Has represented Australia, has played in this competition for the best part of a decade, if not longer, throughout the various iterations, the Goannas, the Lightning. How about some fancy stick work there from Corbita? Forces the save again from Meyer. So she's been tested early, Katie Meyer, hasn't she? But for the most part, she stood up despite conceding that early goal. Brisbane again, just trying to get something, anything going offensively. Hasn't really happened yet. Again, puck recovered by Adelaide. Corbita going one-on-one on the right wing. Dangerous pass into the low slot. Evaded all the Brisbane defenders. Long-range effort is deflected by Meyer. Venus looking for the angle. Couldn't quite get it. And Brisbane finally able to take a breath. Although not for long with that icing call.
Well, one thing to keep an eye on, Michael, well, a couple of things. First of all, Kirsty Venus being out there, she is going to be paired largely with Maya Tupper, and they're both smooth skating defenders. But head coach Jeff Fodey for the Adelaide Rush did say that in training, they tried a few different things. They tried Kirsty Venus with Aspen Cooper, and he called the combination a riverboat gambler style of defense. And he said that they would definitely need protocols in place with those two highly offensive-minded defenders out on the ice. So something to head coach Jeff Fodey definitely has options if Adelaide needs a bit more scoring.
Well, it's certainly makes for a more entertaining affair for the neutrals like us, Gordon, but it's refreshing to see a coach who's willing to take those sort of gambles, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny because we were talking about this on a show recently, and had mentioned the Perth and Adelaide game, and said that the 8-5 result, both coaches would have probably been unimpressed with the scoreline, and got a message pretty quickly from Jeff Fodey saying that that's that he doesn't mind that. I mean, he would have preferred if it was 8-3. But he's of the mindset that it's harder to teach offense than it is defense. So he's happy for his team to concentrate on building that offensive part of the game and beating teams that way, and even if it means trading chances.
Well, it's certainly something they showed off pretty impressively in their first couple of games against Perth. Perth, of course, we're expecting to be right up there once again, and they're pretty potent as well with MCC and Scala up front. As Brisbane advance it into the zone, but it's quickly come out. Mahoney trying to retrieve it. Adelaide just have all the answers at the moment, and they're winning all the little battles. And they've done well just to hold it up here via Mahoney, have Brisbane. It does come out, though, to Kulbita. She's got two defenders trying to stop her. She gets out of that jam, tries it from range. Too high. Second chance, perhaps, for the Rush, but Brisbane's defence able to win this occasion. And now via Mahoney, they can escape. Here is Sinclair. Takes it into the offensive zone. Wide of the goal. Adelaide able to clear defensively. Now both sides will have a moment to reset. Progressive pass went too far and missed its target, icing the call.
Yeah, we had mentioned Kate Sinclair as having done the rookie lap at the start of the game for the Brisbane Lightning. She is one of their imports, and having a chat with head coach Matt Meyer, he mentioned that she couldn't attend the games in the opening weekend because she's a medical student. It was exam time at university, but she's a player that he's really excited about and feels it can help with their scoring.
Moment of danger there for Brisbane. No one defending the low slot, but they get out of danger. Geez, exam time, that takes me back, Gordon. Not always the best of times. Glad I don't have to do that anymore. As we're going here. Brisbane looking to press. Can they just maintain some possession? Not this time. Stolen. And Adelaide have the extra. Cebulski looking for number 2. Well done, Maya. That was a difficult save, but she did it well. Cut off the angle. And she's been impressive despite facing a barrage of shots early on. Might have to deal with another one. Here is Tupper. Talk about being offensive-minded. The reigning defender of the season from a year ago. Her shot was stopped. Well, she got off to a pretty fast start a couple of weeks ago against Perth. She's already gotten off to a good start in this one as well. Clinic emerges. Pass terrific. Molnarova goes up top. A little bit of chaos in defence here for Adelaide. The first time we've really seen them under pressure. Clinic. Molnarova again. Up against the end boards. Clinic looms as one of the keys for Brisbane, as you'd expect. One of the absolute stars of this competition. And she might actually be on top of the puck as she tries to pick herself up. Goonan lays it into the offensive zone. Fisher, always crafty around goal. That's a dangerous cutback pass. But Adelaide able to deal with the congestion and get it free. Tahima now for Adelaide. She's met by Hockett. Talk about an immovable object. Tracy Hockett has been that in defence for so many years. And now a chance on the rush here for Brisbane. Pass gets through. Molnarova has only Venus to contend with. Didn't have any help in the slot. So the pass went to no one. And now it's all Adelaide going the other way. Shot fired from Malthana. Off the mark. And here's Mahoney, end-to-end stuff. Lays it off, Fisher. Or was it Sinclair? Might have been the latter. They made Moonen work on that occasion. They'll reload once again, but not with a great pass. So it's going to be Adelaide moving forward. Through the neutral zone. How about the deke there? Beautiful pass! And it's goal number 2. Kulbita combines with, was it Tupper? I think it might have been.
I think it's Tash Farrier.
Tash Farrier, was it? Fantastic teamwork, and the movement's so quick. Couldn't even spot who scored the goal, but how about the electric moves there from Kulbita?
Just phenomenal. That's her second assist of the game, and in the opening weekend against the Perth Inferno, she not only topped all players in shots that weekend with 26, including 17 shots on the Saturday, but she had the highest number of pass assists. So that's passes leading to shots on goal by teammates. So she is someone who can not only put the puck in the back of the net, but she can also make her other teammates better and help them to put the puck in the back of the net as well. Just an all-round talented player for the Rush.
Yeah, I mean, here she is again on a bit of a rush. Angled the shot nicely, but Maya was up to the task. Well, with those 2 assists so far today, she's already up to 6 points on the season. This is only her 3rd game of the season so far. And she gets another touch with the stick. Badgley, though, for Brisbane, able to intercept. Got it moving into the attacking zone. Carlisle now. Had a fantastic assist herself against the Ducks a couple of weeks ago, which Fisher was able to convert. As Adelaide makes a change on the bench. And that's a stoppage. But geez, don't Adelaide look imposing when they get it moving quickly like that. To see, that was the first goal from Cebulski. And the fancy stick work from Kulbita to set up Farrier. It's going to be difficult to go toe-to-toe with Adelaide in a shootout over 60 minutes. And proving that already today so far. Just over 2 to go in the opening period. Cebulski and Farrier, the goal scorers. Kulbita has 2 assists. As Brisbane look to respond. Molnarova involved. Clinic as well. Mahoney's in there too. Back into the neutral zone. Fisher will take it in. Long range effort is gloved by Moonen.
Yeah, I have to apologise. I had credited Jordan Kilbita with the assist on that first goal, but it was Aspen Cooper who ended up putting the shot on goal. But Brisbane are just really struggling to get to that kind of home plate area that you want to generate the majority of your shots from, the high danger areas, or the house as some coaches call it, and they'll need to find a way to do so to be able to get back into this game.
You do hear it a lot. Protect the house, and Adelaide have done a great job of that so far, while causing havoc in Brisbane's house, and they go forward again. Aspen Cooper misses the mark that time. Still going though, the second and third effort terrific. Puck wedged between a couple of players. Mahoney fighting the fight for Brisbane. She eventually loses out though to weight of numbers. They'll get another go at it here, Adelaide. Aris leaves it behind. Malthana. Now Venus through the traffic. Maya did really well. Might not have seen that puck until the very last second, but able to stop it. As that shot deflected on the way through and doesn't get all the way to goal. So Brisbane forced to defend and doing a good job of it at the minute. But the pressure from Adelaide relentless. Here they go again. Aris angles it wide. Lunn behind the net. Venus as well. And you can see the Adelaide defender's not afraid to get forward as Kulbita. She has the assist and now she's got a goal.
Oh, wow. What a move from Jordan Kulbita. She just dances her way through the Brisbane Lightning defense, finds a good opportunity for a shot, finds a lane in a high danger area, and goes top cheese. It's the same spot against Katie Meyer that Tori Cebulski put it in, that high blocker area right into the top corner of the goal. A thing of beauty, Michael.
She just mesmerized them all, didn't she? And that goal displayed everything that she's got. The stick work, the speed when skating, and then the ability to finish to any part of the cage. As the first period comes to an end, and it's Adelaide with a commanding 3-0 lead over Brisbane. Cebulski with the first goal, Farrier the second, and Kulbita the third. As we're going to take a quick look at some of these highlights before we go to break, Gordon.
Yeah, so far, you'd have to look at that 3-0 scoreline, and you'd have to say it's probably about where it should be. The Adelaide Rush maybe have gotten a little bit luckier with the shooting, but they've definitely dominated the first period offensively and have a 3-goal lead to show for it.
That they do, and with that, we'll go to a break here at Boondall Ice World in Brisbane. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on AWIHL.tv, powered by Sportscast, and also on YouTube as we go to a break. Have the extra. Cebulski looking for number 2. Well done, Meyer. Pass terrific. Molnarova goes up in. Pass gets through. Molnarova has only Venus to contend with. Didn't have it. And here's Mahoney. End-to-end stuff. Lays it off. Fisher. Through the neutral zone. How about the deke there? Beautiful pass. How about the deke there? Beautiful pass. There too. Back into the neutral zone. Fisher will take it in. Long range effort. see. The Adelaide defender's not afraid to get forward as Kulbita. She has Welcome back to week 4 action, I should say, of the AWIHL, coming to you live on awihl.tv, and also you can find us on YouTube. Michael Peppicelli and Gordon Goodenough with you in commentary. And Gordon, it was an absolutely barnstorming start from Adelaide as they lead at 3-0 at the first intermission.
Yeah, Adelaide spent a lot of time in the offensive zone, and the Brisbane Lightning, according to the live scoring on eSports desk, the shots are 15-1 in favor of the Adelaide Rush, and I think that feels about right from the first period, and we're seeing some of these highlights now. Both Tori Cebulski and Tash Ferrier scored their first goals of the season, and Jordan Corbetta, this one here, that was a real beauty, skating through the zone. But one thing to keep an eye on with this venue, it's a little bit different. For those who aren't familiar with Australian ice hockey, we have a lot of different size rinks, different dimensions, and the boards here are a little bit taller than what you'd find at other rinks. And in addition to that, there's only one gate for each bench, so one door to get in and out of. And that's something, I had a chat with head coach Jeff Odie from the Adelaide Rush. That's something that they had talked about in preparation for this game, that there may be a bit of congestion when players are coming on and off the ice. And that will really become apparent in the second period with the long change. So something to keep an eye out for, Michael.
So the home ice advantage hasn't quite held Brisbane so far, but maybe it will as we go on. And that's a great level of insight, actually. So love to get that. That's why we've got you here on the books, Gordon. As Adelaide make the first attack here. Aris, left wing. Got it going centrally, wrap around. Not quite for Tahima. Geez, it didn't look like Maya was going to get back in time, but somehow she was able to get in the right spot at the right time. Looked a certain goal. Here's Tahima again, confronted by Hockett. Aris, in fact, it was. Another wraparound opportunity, and that time Maya couldn't get there in the nick of time, and it's a goal for Mulvaney. Or is it Corbetta? I think that's number 2.
Yeah, I think you're right, Michael. It is Jordan Corbetta, the number 94. It's the jersey tuck that makes it really difficult to read that number, but she has been everywhere so far, has her fingerprints all over this game, and takes that puck around. Katie Meyer isn't able to seal off the post and gets there just before Tracy Hockett is able to pressure her. So what a start for the Adelaide Rush.
That makes it 4-0, and well, they're going to be on hat-trick watch now for the rest of the game for Corbetta. She's got 2 goals in 21 minutes of hockey. Not to mention an assist as well. That brings her up to 7 points from 2 games in 1 period, more or less. And Brisbane need to find a way to get back into this contest. Fisher an opportunity. Moonen able to deflect away that heavy touch. And she's been the one who looks the most dangerous at the moment, Fisher. And here she is again. Cuts inside and again, but taken away from her on the third go. Scything pass from Farrier didn't quite come off. And Brisbane have it back in their attacking zone. Let's see if they can keep it alive here. Good pressure, Badgley. Effort on goal there. Forces a save from Moonen. Now it's Adelaide feeling the heat a little bit, but they're able to clear at the very least. Clinic to recover. Their forecheck is so good. That time they force a turnover in the neutral zone. Cebulski tries to angle it goalward. Blocked on the way through. Almost a critical error from Dixon, although it is going to turn into a turnover. And they're at it again, Adelaide. Cebulski's going to get on the end of this. Dangerous pass into the slot. Turned away by Meyer, who, despite being peppered, has made some really good saves. But she has been beaten on the 4 occasions.
Yeah, I think you called it earlier, Michael, that Ali Fisher has looked to be the most dangerous player so far for the Brisbane Lightning, but the Adelaide Rush, they've got 3 lines that have each looked dangerous so far in the game this evening, and I think that's going to be hard to match for the Brisbane Lightning. There's still plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, they just, as you mentioned, Gordon, with those 3 lines in particular looking so potent, they just don't get a break at all, these defenders for Brisbane, and it's made it really difficult when you've got these fresh wave after wave of pressure from Adelaide coming in and out of the game. But maybe they can create something here. Through the neutral zone goes Dixon, takes it into attack, dangerous pass into the, well, looking for Carlisle in the high slot, but it's cut off. And now we've got a one-on-one opportunity for Bedell. This is the mark. Aris will be first to recover the puck here, deep in her defensive zone. Confronted initially. Doing well there was LaPlante, and almost a wraparound opportunity for Carlisle. Adelaide clearance unsuccessful.
Yeah, that was a really good moment there for Alison Carlisle. Got the takeaway in behind the net, took it out in front, was able to find a clear path and a shot on goal, but Emma Moonen managed to seal the bottom of the ice. Alison Carlisle is one to watch. She's very tall, very noticeable out there, and has made the switch from defense to offense this season.
Yeah, a native of Langley in Canada, British Columbia. As Brisbane able to win it back through Mahoney, but the turnover affected equally as quickly by Venus, who's done well to keep a hold of this, but now Crompton is coming after it, calling for a whistle. Those calls go unheard. And here's Venus again, still with control of the puck. Couldn't get past Dixon though, and now Brisbane looking to reload. Crompton fires it into the zone. Going to ground though is LaPlante, and this is danger for Brisbane. Tahima, backhand pass to Aris. Couldn't quite get the handle. And the Brisbane Cavalry arrives to clean things up. Making it difficult for themselves though. Having to break all those waves of Adelaide pressure. Comfortable save there for Moonen. It's going to be a Brisbane recovery again, although it's under pressure. Turnover affected. Passo cut off by Clinic. And she's going to take them all on through the centre into the attacking zone. Deflection on the initial save. Chaos in front of goal.
And it is a goal.
Have we got a goal? We do. Moonen couldn't quite get the hold on it. And in what looks like bizarre circumstances, Brisbane have their first goal of the game.
Well, it's sometimes it takes an ugly one to get you going, and this one, a big rebound produced by Clinic, and Clinic is going to be the one that puts this in. Ali Fisher had a whack at the puck and missed it, and then Lindsay Clinic manages to find the puck amongst the crowd and find some space in between Emma Moonen and the post, and Brisbane Lightning have got one back.
Oh, I'm glad she was able to find the puck because I sure wasn't. happened very quickly, but, well, as Gordon said, doesn't have to be pretty, just has to go over the line, and it did there for Brisbane, a much-needed goal. Just their third so far of the season. Beaten 7-1 and then 3-1 in their doubleheader against the Melbourne Ice 2 weeks ago at the O'Brien Ice House. Here's an opportunity. Cebulski is confronted by a couple of Lightning defenders. Pass somehow gets through to Aris. Well done, Meyer. Brisbane defenders just looking a little bit flustered at times, although here's Carlisle able to escape, somehow parts the seas and is then taken to ground. Moonan's on top of the puck, but we'll sort this out with the refs.
Yeah, Carlisle, nice little deke here, goes outside, inside, around Venus. Tupper cleans her up. It looks like, I'm not sure if we'll see a penalty here. It looks like the referees are okay with it, so even strength.
Well, we talk about Fisher looking dangerous. Carlisle's had a couple of big moments so far in this second period. It's the imports currently looking the most dangerous for Brisbane as Costa able to force a turnover. It's been deflected behind goal. The captain doesn't get a chance to score too many for Brisbane. Almost came away with one there.
She did get on the score sheet against the Ducks, and she is dangerous. You've got to keep an eye on where Kelly Costa is. It's great to see her back in the league after being away last season and getting to wear the C yet again for the Brisbane Lightning.
Absolutely. She's been one of the stalwarts of this competition. Kelly Costa, here she is again, recovering the puck. Danger signs here for Brisbane. Almost number 3 for Kulbita. Not that time. Now the forecheck is on for Brisbane, but Adelaide able to clear. And it's full steam ahead for Farrier. Lays it off. Myers able to glove it. And again, a little bit of tension between these two sides is boiling over.
Well, Adelaide Rush, we're going to be on the power play. There was a delayed penalty that was being called, and now with all the shenanigans in front of the net there, we'll see how it all washes out. It may be coinciding penalties. Both teams, these are the 2 most penalized teams per game in the league so far this season. We haven't had a penalty yet this game.
Looks like we're going to get one here. The refs, I should say, are just having a chat about it.
I did hear a tripping call being called against Brisbane and a roughing call being called against Adelaide on the ambient microphone. So we'll see if it is 4-on-4 hockey. Adelaide's missed an opportunity there to go on the power play. Yet to score a power play goal this season. They are credited with one on Esports Desk, but if you look at the timesheet and watch the game, it was 4-on-4 hockey at the time. So we'll see if we get we will have. They have changed the rules, so it won't be 4-on-4 hockey. It'll be 5-on-5 hockey. The players will stay in the box until the 2 minutes has expired, and then the next whistle following that 2 minutes, they'll be able to get out of the box.
So thanks for sorting all that out for us, Gordon. A lot going on, but we do have play underway once again. And getting on top of it is Meyer.
Yeah, Brisbane's found a way to get itself back in this game, and Adelaide missed an opportunity there to be able to get on the power play. At both Aspen Cooper, we can confirm, going to the box for roughing Shanita Crompton for tripping.
If they can find a way to score another one here, Brisbane, things will start to get really interesting. Rapchuck and Dixon combine. There's Fisher. Nick wasn't able to control it. Dixon in the neutral zone, dispossessed. Kulbita couldn't take control that time, and it's a Brisbane clearance. Fisher tried to get there in time to prevent the icing call, but not to be.
It was a very early whistle that the puck hadn't made its way all the way back to the goal line. So we'll see what's being called here. It looks like the Adelaide Rush have been called for a penalty. There's 4 players out for the Rush at the moment, so the Brisbane Lightning going to the power play for the first time in this game.
That they will, and it's an area in which they've struggled so far, just 1 for 12 so far on the season. They were able to get it going a little bit against the Ducks 2 weeks ago in those exhibition games, so maybe they've been able to unlock something. We'll find out. Deliberate approach so far. So just looking to cycle the puck around the zone. Adelaide's kill unit comes in with an 84.6% success rate on the season. They've already killed 60 seconds, have Adelaide, so they've done their job. Here's a chance now into the zone, but quickly back out. Multhaner's going to apply the pressure on Clinic and force a turnover. And now Adelaide have it locked in their zone momentarily. And it looks like Brisbane might just do well to get out of this without conceding. Here's Aris. Nice save, Meyer.
Yeah, the Adelaide pressure on the penalty kill is unrelenting, and you saw Multhaner, one-person show, and Nat Aris as well, just being able to cause problems, create turnovers, and keep the puck at the other end of the ice, not even allowing the Brisbane Lightning to really set up so far on this power play.
We've ticked over the halfway mark of the game. It's 4-1 Adelaide. 2 goals to Kulbita. Cebulski and Farrier have the others. And Brisbane's goal scored by Lindsay Clinic as the power play ticks down to 0. So we're back at full strength. Brisbane unable to take advantage of the power play opportunity. And they're unable to keep it in their offensive zone. Chance here. Farrier goes all the way. That's 2 for the captain.
Well, Tash Farrier comes out of the penalty box and onto the score sheet. She finds herself with some time and space, skates one-on-one with Katie Meyer on the breakaway, uses some patience, and goes to that same side, high blocker, and finds a way to find the back of the net to make it a 5-1 game.
They're just lethal, aren't they? One errant pass in your offensive zone can lead to conceding a goal at the other end. And just like that, Adelaide have restored the comfortable 4-goal buffer. Brisbane again need to find an answer. Here's LaPlante. Into the attacking zone, but it comes straight back out. Tahima. Stoppage.
Yeah, just went offside there. So we'll have a face-off. But just Tash Ferrier, one of the smartest players that this country has produced in ice hockey. And it's great to see her back wearing the C for the Adelaide Rush, and has buried both of the goals that she has so far this season, so far tonight. So fantastic to see.
An experienced head in this young, exciting Adelaide Rush lineup.
Probably not exciting to see for Katie Meyer in goal for Brisbane or the Brisbane Lightning team and fans, but great for Australian hockey.
It certainly is, and well, if it's any consolation to those Brisbane fans, I don't think they're going to be the only ones to get this treatment from Adelaide. Perth has already seen it a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, I should say. As Mahoney, speaking of dangerous around goal, the deke and the finish not quite. Moonen terrific. But you talk about a bright spot. Courtney Mahoney's definitely one of those for Brisbane. Still so young. Only 19 years old, has already represented the country. Cebulski, the physical play up against the boards, and Meyer had to grab that one.
Yeah, great play by Tori Cebulski. Going in hard on the forecheck, is able to create separation between the defender and the puck, and finds a clear lane for herself in on Katie Meyer. And Meyer did well to deny her the opportunity, but this is again, as we mentioned, the first game of the season for Tori Cebulski. She's one that I know the Adelaide organisation is really excited about her future as well, and it'll be great to see her in the AWIHL again for a full season.
Yep, I remember calling her name a couple of years ago at just the age of 16, and how impressive she was back then, and just remember thinking that she had such a bright future ahead of her. As Clinic, talk about bright futures. She's taking on all the Adelaide Rush players, lays it off. Badgley, last year's team MVP. Still alive here for Brisbane. Good defence though, Adelaide. Clinic now recovers it in defence. She's going to try and take it all the way once again. Is she? Confronted though by Kulbita. Cooper lays it back. Clinic again, able to clear the defensive zone. As Adelaide look to make a change in that singular gate, as Gordon mentioned before the period started. Does slow things down a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it creates the old self-service checkout line at the shop at the supermarket, except you've got people coming in through that door as well, so it kind of doubles the headache and the challenge. We haven't seen it be a major factor. There was an offside that was called in the first period that I think was generated by the congestion to get in and off the ice, but and it looks like we may have a penalty. And Adelaide Rush will be heading to the penalty kill once again with Jordan Kulbita in the box, Michael.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gordon, the way Adelaide's going tonight, that single door bench might be the only thing that can stop them, because they have been so impressive. So it is going to be a power play for Brisbane. Can they create something with this 5-on-4 opportunity? That Aris just, I'm sorry, it was Tash Faria, I should say, who wanted to have a word with the officials. And a little bit of confusion as well as to who's on the PK unit first up. Now we've got things where they need to be, and we'll have the draw in the left circle for Brisbane. Possession won by the Rush, and Faria bangs it out of her defensive zone. We saw Adelaide able to do this earlier in the period on the PK. Just able to win the territory battle for almost the entire 2 minutes. We've gotten off to a good start here on this one. Although here's LaPlante generating a head of steam. She's gone all the way. Forced behind the goal line and up against the boards. Mahoney in to help. LaPlante again. She's met solidly by Molfena. And again, the Adelaide clearance. .60 seconds to go in the power play. Clinic, Rapchuk, Crompton. They're expending so much energy just to try and get it forward. Can Mahoney pay it off? Not this time. Well done defensively, Adelaide, to get back in numbers and stop the rush. Mahoney trying to cut it back inside. Didn't quite come off. But you could see what she was trying to do. Molnar over the import. Tries to angle a shot, but it's deflected. 25 seconds left in the power play. Costa now taking it into the attacking zone. Fisher onto the puck. Dangerous pass. Couldn't generate a shot though, Brisbane. 8 seconds to go. Carlisle weaving this way, that way. Left the puck behind, and Adelaide able to successfully kill off another power play. They're not out of danger yet though. Cooper gets it moving. Now here's Kulbita. Carlisle to beat. Did well, did Carlisle. Although, the door opens for Cooper, who hits it wide of the goal. Still very much alive though from an Adelaide perspective. But again, they're just forcing Brisbane to expel so much energy just to get it out of their defensive zone. As Rapchuk tries it from deep, Moonen up to the task.
Yeah, really good rush by Katrina Rapchuk. She's just one of the best defenders in the league and can make those end-to-end rushes. Just a fun fact that this is a rematch between the two coaches from the Stephanie Boxall tournament, the senior women's national tournament. Queensland and South Australia met each other in the final. Matt Meyer, head coach for Brisbane, was coach for Queensland, and Jeff Fody was the coach for South Australia, who's also the Adelaide coach. And Katrina Rapchuk made a couple of those end-to-end rushes in the gold medal game to defeat South Australia.
Talk about young stars of the competition. She's certainly one of those. Only 17. Feels like she's been around for a while now, but still so young.
And if you haven't already, check out the Brisbane Lightning socials from this week. They had Katrina Rapchuk and Amanda Dixon demonstrating a trust fall exercise, and it's worth watching. Make sure you follow both teams on socials. The AWIHL teams get out some great social media content.
That they do, and the league itself, it's the social media side of it. Although something I'm perhaps a little bit too old to understand, Gordon, but it's something they do very well in this competition, no doubt. As Mahoney looks to break away once again. Those trust fall exercises are not for the faint-hearted. I do say that from experience. Clinic clears, but it'll be icing.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned, you can see some of the Brisbane Lightning players, hunched over, straight-legged, a couple of them, in fact, on screen, going back to the face-off circle. You get to a point, Michael, where you spend so much time trying to get the puck out of the defensive zone that by the time you get into the offensive zone, you're so tired you have to change. So you can't sustain that pressure, and that's been a real problem.
Mahoney's a bundle of energy. The save, though, affected by Moonen nicely. It has been so labour-intensive for Brisbane to exit their zone. Defensive zone, I mean. Heavy hit up against the boards. He's going to attract a whistle. And Crumpton is going to be going back to the box.
We'll see if it's a 2 or a 5. Yeah, it definitely looked like it was right in the numbers. And just hope Tahim is okay.
Of course, one-time Adelaide Rush player herself, Shanita Crumpton. No love lost against the former side, clearly.
Yeah, Crumpton is another player that's been around, it feels like forever, and she's been playing at an elite level during all that time as well.
Yep, turned 30 earlier this year. Which I've come to realise, Gordon, is not as old as it once felt. I'll put it that way. Personal experience has come in handy there. 30's the new 20 as far as I'm concerned, but we go on. Still in Adelaide's offensive zone. Venus. Chaos in the crease, but Maya did well to sort through the traffic. Again, Tupper involved. They haven't got it clear yet, Brisbane, and Tupper, the beneficiary, but it's been waved off.
Yeah, Katie Meyer just slow to get up there. I think there was a few players that were just collided together in the crease, and referees are going to be pretty quick to call those off, to wave those goals off. But it was an opportunity for Adelaide to get their maiden power play goal, and they had been working on it specifically in training on Thursday. They spent a lot of time working on the power play. They're using the 1-3-1 structure, and felt that they were collapsing a little bit too quickly down low. The Rush are calling for another teammate as they only have 4 players on the ice.
Not long left in the period either. We'll see if Adelaide can manufacture something. Cebulski. Cooper. Long range from Venus. Or was it Kulbita? Off the mark. And Brisbane get out of the period. Trailing 5-1. It's been a clinic from Adelaide so far in this one. Farrier's got the 2 goals, as does Kulbita. Cebulski, the other one. And you talk about the video Gordon mentioned before. Here we go.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Katrina Rapchuk is a social media star with Amanda Dixon. So that's about what you'd expect. What I would anticipate from a trust fall experience, Michael. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what your experience has been.
Yeah, no, that's more or less it. You end up on your backside more often than you don't, and well, that's not something you want to see from your teammate. But anyway, we go to the second intermission with Adelaide leading 5-1. Gordon, what's the big takeaway from that second period, you think?
Well, the Adelaide rush came out really strong and obviously got that early goal. But Brisbane, to their credit, they didn't collapse. They're still keeping on working hard and they're trying to generate some offense. And they did manufacture a few more opportunities. You mentioned a couple from Alison Carlisle. We've seen a good chance from Lindsay Kalinick as well as Ali Fisher's opportunity. So the game's not over. A 4-goal lead is not insurmountable, but it is a pretty tall task at this stage. Adelaide has been very good, and that second Tash Ferrier goal that makes that a very tough hill to climb, Michael.
They've got a lot of work ahead of them. The Brisbane Lightning in their first home game of the season. Adelaide lead them 5-1. And now she's got a goal. In fact, it was. Another wraparound opportunity. And that time, Maya couldn't get there in the nick of time. And it's a goal for Mulvaney. Or is it? Another wraparound opportunity. Passo cut off by Clinic. She's going to take them all on. Through the centre, into the attacking zone. Deflection on the initial save. Chaos in front of goal. Been unable to take advantage of the power play opportunity. And they're unable to keep it in their offensive zone. Chance here. Farrier goes all the way.
I'm here with.
Hello, I'm Vanessa.
And what's the highlight of today's game for you?
My cousin Shanita Crompton scored a goal.
That was a good goal too. I'm here with.
Taku.
And who's your favourite Brisbane Lightning player?
Right now on the roster?
Yeah.
Well, I really like to watch Neats play. I think she's a very dynamic and exciting player to watch.
I agree with that. Number 12, Nita. What player on the Brisbane Lightning do you guys think has the best style?
Abby Brown.
Abby Brown?
Abby Brown.
Number 23, Abby Brown. I'm here with.
Marie.
Samara.
Amanda.
Holly.
Sam.
Gemma.
And they're Tracy's baseball team. Who's your favourite Lightning player?
Oh, it has to be
Tracy
20.
for sure. 20. Tracy, number 20.
Number 20, Tracy. I'm here with.
Dane.
And who's your favourite player on the Lightning?
Oh, Kayla Arthur.
Woo! What's the number?
I don't know.
Me neither. I'm here in the officials box with.
Jasmine.
And Martika.
And who has the best style on the Brisbane Lightning?
Surely so for Lindsay.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Yep, they're pretty stifle. I'm here with Coach Matt, and what's been the highlight of the game today?
Oh, look, there's been a lot of highlights in the game, but I think for us, the coaching staff, we've been really impressed with our gameplay, the way we've been moving the puck, and just the commitment to our system. So everybody's been gelling really well, and everybody's having a lot of fun. So you can see it on the ice, and that's probably been the highlight for me.
Yeah. So not the gate opener?
Oh, well, the gate opener is average to below average, but you know, we do have. If anybody out there in the hockey land is wanting a job, we could potentially have an opening for the gate person. No, I'm kidding. You're doing a great job on the gate.
Welcome back to Bundle Ice World in Brisbane, where it's Adelaide leading the Lightning 5-1. It has been a dominating performance so far from Adelaide as they look to stamp their authority on the competition in season 2024-25. Michael Peppicelli alongside Gordon Goodenough calling all the action for you on AWIHL.tv, which is powered by Sportscast, and of course on the YouTube as well. And Gordon, what can we say? It's been all Adelaide so far, and they have looked really, really impressive.
They've looked fantastic so far, and you know we got a glimpse against Perth, and you always kind of want to see, you know, if they can back it up, if that kind of weekend series was an anomaly. They absolutely dominated, as we mentioned, the shot share, and at the moment Adelaide's doing the same in this game. Shots are 23-8 in favor of the Adelaide Rush over the Brisbane Lightning. Brisbane still not out of this game, but they need to find a way to win this period at least, and get to feeling good about themselves going into tomorrow's matchup, and you know, try to avoid scoring just a single goal a game. You're not going to win too many goals in this league, Michael, just scoring a single goal.
And that's a good point you mentioned there. So if you were Matt Mile, what would be the one message heading into this period from a Brisbane perspective? What would you be wanting to see the most?
Oh boy, this is dangerous trying to get into the
just
mind
one
of another
thing.
coach or
Just
have him, yeah.
we'll boil it down to one.
I think you've got to maybe activate the D a little bit more. Get Katrina Rapchuk involved in the offense a little bit more. Madison LaPlante and maybe even juggle some different line combinations. See if there's something that kind of fits and try to spread that offense a little bit more.
So there we have it. Final period is underway. Adelaide with control early. Kulbita still on hat-trick watch for her. Also for Natasha Farrier. Both have 2 goals. Kulbita goes end-to-end and almost registers number 3. Just wide of the post. Goodness me, she is so good to watch when she gets on a roll like that. And she's going to be first back to retrieve this puck too. So just for a bit of background on Jordan Kulbita, she was born in Saskatoon, Canada. Went to college at Minot State, which is in North Dakota in the US, and she spent last season playing in the AWIHL for Budapest. As Tahima has the one-on-one, couldn't quite finish. Heavy knock from Tracy Hockett.
I tell you what, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to move Kate Tahima. Kate Tahima, she plays rugby. She represented South Australia in rugby earlier this year in October in Coolangatta. And Tracy Hockett just dumped her right on her wallet here. A good strength from Tracy Hockett. We saw her social baseball team coming out to support her. From that clip, shout out to producer Matt McLeish for his elite production on the fly, downloading videos and sharing them. Just fantastic work. Thank you, Matt.
Absolutely. Always clever to say good things about the boss on the air, Gordon. Well done. As Maya makes another good save. Matt and everyone
Just
at
trying to make
Sportscast
sure
does an absolutely fantastic job. And
trying to make sure I'm on the call tomorrow, Michael. But yeah,
that's it.
That's actually.
So here we go with a face-off in the attacking zone for Adelaide. They win possession off the draw. Aris to Venus. To the point for Tupper. Well dealt with that time by Dixon and the Brisbane defence. Back into the slot. Malthana couldn't quite get that one moving. And we did mention in the second period the fantastic job the AW teams do and the AW itself that they all do in terms of promoting themselves on socials, and you would have seen a bit of that during the break. Would highly recommend you follow all clubs and also the league itself, as Kulbita just goes too high. She's lurking at the point though. Kulbita might get another go at it, and she gets it eventually. Bank pass to no one in the end, and Costa able to retrieve. Mahoney beaten to the puck that time, and Kulbita's doing work at both ends as she gets back, but she has turned it over. Well done on the forecheck there from Brisbane.
It was 1-on-3. Sharnita Crompton just causing all sorts of problems for the Adelaide Rush there. They couldn't get the puck away from her. Just excellent strength there from Sharnita Crompton.
And effort like that would be why she's the favourite player of a number of people in Brisbane, as we saw on the video. Adelaide take possession off the draw. Cooper lays it back for Aris. Tahima, Aris intervening there was Rapchuk. Tahima slaps it forward. LaPlante has gotten back. Aris confronts her. Brisbane should get out of danger. Clinic. Again, you can just see how much effort it takes to exit the defensive zone for Brisbane. And it's left them with not that much energy in the reserves to attack.
And this is being
That's
on the
the way
power
Adelaide
play,
makes
while
you
being
play.
on the power play, Michael.
Yes, that's exactly right. Rapchuk sends it goalward. Initial save made by Moonen, and she did well to get to the second shot from Mahoney as well. And here they are again, Adelaide, just relentless, trying to keep it in their offensive third, and even went on the kill. Brisbane just can't seem to create anything on this power play as we get a whistle. Is that an offside? It looks like it may have been.
Yeah, you did mention some of the spelling issues from the Brisbane Lightning so far, and it's early, of course. This is just the third game of the season, and I did have a chat with head coach Matt Meyer. He mentioned specifically with regards to the penalty kill, they are trying a new system this season, and that first weekend against the Melbourne Ice, they had 4 power play goals scored against them, and so it took a little bit of time to adjust. He was pretty happy with where they were at after the Melbourne Ducks series, which came at a really good time. And so far they've managed to keep the Adelaide Rush off the scoreboard on the power play in this one. So at least one half of the special teams has shown some definite improvement from that opening weekend.
Just to put some numbers behind that, last season they were ranked 4th in terms of the PK with a rate of 78.7%. So far this season, as Gordon mentioned, they've conceded 4 goals, but 10 penalty kills out of 14, but that does have them ranked last in the league. Of course, only 2 games played where those stats came into effect, so still a long, long way to go. And plenty of
great work
time
by Clinic
for improvement. And as you said, Gordon, fantastic from Clinic. She's been a shining light for Brisbane tonight so far. She's trying to extract it here up against the left wing boards. Kulbita emerges with the puck. Sweeps the pass brilliantly to Farrier. But Rapchuk did really well. And not to infringe as well. That's why she's one of the best defenders going round. Turnover forced in the neutral zone by Sinclair. Looking to keep it alive. Tried to slip the pass through, but it was cut off, and now it's danger. It's Aris, the deke, terrific. The finish not there, though, in the end. Second chance opportunity to Hema. Meyer again gets in position to make the save. Harris up against the boards. Brisbane will recover. Crompton. Under pressure is LaPlante. 2 Adelaide Rush players there with her. She's doing all she can to maintain possession. And in the end, she does terrifically well. Got herself out of a jam that time. Mahoney's turned it straight back over. Aris can't make them pay. Well done, Meyer.
Katie Meyer has been excellent so far in this period. She already made a really good save following, I think, maybe just a little bit after this sequence of play. This one here, where Aspen Cooper has some room and she doesn't panic, she doesn't overcommit, gets the stick out to make the save, and then this one here, swallows it up in the logo, is perfectly positioned to make the save and not allow the second chance opportunity.
Forced into action again here, Meyer. Got her body behind it. Brisbane defending desperately at the moment. And now maybe on the rush. Although leaving it behind was McDonald. And that allowed Venus to come back in and take possession back. Confronted by a couple of Lightning players, but she's still going, Kirsty Venus. Able to get the pass away, but that's where it comes unstuck. Carlisle now into the zone. Very high shot. Kept alive by Molnarova. Competing. Hard to keep it in the offensive zone. Unsuccessfully though. Rapchuk. Wraps it around the boards. Venus and Molnarova on the end of it as they do battle. Still alive here for Brisbane. Got Badgley calling for it in the slot. Dixon unable to get it there. Adelaide happy to play this game. They've got the game under their control. It's Brisbane that has to do all the scoring. Clinic first back. Only as far though as Tahima. Farrier taken off the puck. Holub. No one able to get a stick on that, so the refs call icing.
We've seen a lot of these battles, haven't we, Michael, with the puck against the boards and both teams trying to muscle each other out and trying to win possession, and that's tiring. When you're doing that every shift, it all adds up, and both these teams are going to be pretty tired by the end of this one.
And they're going to have to back it up tomorrow. Of course, you'll be able to watch that one on AWIHL.tv. And you can watch every game of the 2024-25 A-Dub season.
Oh.
Almost an opportunity there for Farrier. She's looking for a hat-trick, as is Kulbita, who's copped a big hit from Sharnita Crompton. And Jordan Kulbita is down.
Yeah, it looked like an elbow that got up right in her grill. Yeah, yeah, wow. Yeah, that's... Ears are going to be ringing.
Still on the ground. think I heard
The
2
Adelaide Rush will get.
minutes.
Yeah, they'll get the third chance on the power play. Not a major penalty, which very well could have been. It was kind of in that territory on the line there.
Shanita Crumpton maybe counting herself a little bit lucky, is almost a chance for a rebound goal. LaPlante emerges with it. Had a couple of good moments, and she's able to clear this time. So a chance for Brisbane to try out that new PK structure that Matt Meyer mentioned to you, Gordon. We'll see how they go. Molfena. To the point. Now, back to the point. Venus, first time shot is deflected.
We've got a cross-checking penalty that's going to be coming up, Michael.
That we do. So it's going to be 5-on-3. LaPlante it is who's gone to the box. It's real alarm bells now for Brisbane. No score yet in this period. Best opportunity for either team to find a goal. Kulbida. Farrier. Here she is again, Farrier. Lays it off to Cooper. Farrier again. Cooper finds a crease. It's blocked on the way through. Into the slot, Kulbida! Not quite. We've got another whistle. Penalty against Adelaide this time.
Yeah, slashing call. So Adelaide will still be on the power play temporarily. It will be a 5-on-4.
It's going to be taken up to Brisbane's attacking zone as well, which is no doubt helpful for them. Will give them some semblance of relief, if only for a few moments. Carlisle, nice move. Adelaide defenders converging on her though, and it's taken away by Kulbida. Fires the pass to Farrier. This combination's been lethal! Jeez, Farrier really fired that pass into the slot for Kulbida, and we've got another penalty, Gordon.
Well, we went almost an entire period without a penalty, and as I briefly mentioned, these are the two most penalised teams in the league, and it looks like that trend is continuing, as we've seen a bit of a parade to the penalty box here. And this third period is definitely getting chippy. We had 5 penalties in the second period, and we've had I think 5 penalties in the third period so far. So 10 penalties in 2 periods of play.
Suffice to say, there is a lot going on. No goals yet in this period. Played almost 13 minutes. Badgley met solidly by Molfena, who was able to take the puck away as well. Badgley coming back for more, but Molfena's able to maintain control. Only momentarily, perhaps. More of this play up against the boards. I think the big takeaway here from an Adelaide perspective is they just make you, I don't want to say waste, but they make you spend so much energy on areas of the game that don't involve goal scoring, that by the time you get goal scoring opportunities, you're so tired that it's difficult to convert. As Tahima's clearance is cut off by Crompton. Badgley, wrap around. Crompton on the ground trying to create something. Not this time. Moonan's had a terrific game between the pipes.
Yeah, Moonan's been excellent, and had a rough opening game against the Perth Inferno, where they heavily outshot the Inferno, but the Inferno got a lot of grade A scoring chances. The Adelaide Rush seem to have really tightened up that part of their game, and they're applying pressure to the forwards, even if they do get that shot off, like you just saw on the replay there. It's from being on the ice, a whack at the puck with the stick. They're not able to generate good quality shots from those good scoring areas.
Carlisle. Costa. Marauding up the left wing. Long range from Carlisle. Deflection. No one able to get a stick on it for Brisbane. Carlisle again. Wraps it around the boards. Molnarova and Tupper converge. Carlisle at the point. Great pass. Molnarova just lost control at the crucial moment. Costa. Taken by Cooper. Couldn't get around Hokett. More of this play up against the boards. 5 minutes to go. Kulbita has the rush. Pass terrific. Farrier couldn't get the stick on it. And Meyer cleans it up.
It was good defense there from Brisbane, keeping Kulbita to the outside and forcing her to pass around the player. Gave the defense, the other player that was defending, a bit of a chance to recover. Turned the 2-on-1 into essentially a 2-on-2. Just excellent back check there from Fisher as well, applying some pressure, and Katie Meyer covering it up.
Adelaide take possession from the draw, but Brisbane able to win it back. Mahoney almost emerged from the congestion. And a whistle's going to get called on Sinclair.
Yeah, it looks like another penalty here, and Brisbane pleading their case. It won't stop the penalty box door from being open though, and the Adelaide Rush heading to another power play.
We're going to have a long chat about it. After all that, we have Sinclair in the box for 2. And Adelaide are going to get another power play opportunity.
Oh.
Disruption there on the pass from Molnarova, but able to win it back is Venus. Difficult angle to shoot from, and Meyer saves easily.
Yeah, confidence save from Katie Meyer. Sophia Molnarova, really good play up here, and great timing with the replay, Matt. just breaking up that pass, but Kirsty Venus using her wheels, her elite skating, just to be able to still gain the zone entry and get a shot on goal.
Still keeping it in their attacking zone though, Adelaide. Tupper. Venus, another opportunity in the right corner. Disposes of Molnarova. .67 seconds to go in the power play. Aris looking to find a crease. And Meyer, another confident save.
Yeah, that's a really good word that you use there, Michael. Confident save, and I think, you know, the more that Meyer does perform well in this third period, and that the team as a whole performs well, the penalty kill looks to be clicking. You know, the more confidence that they'll take into tomorrow's game.
You've got to remember, given this responsibility that has been thrust upon her as essentially the #1 goalkeeper for this team, she is only 16 years old. As she makes another good save. But for someone so young to be playing such an important role at this level, you have to take your hat off to her.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, she's represented Australia at the under-18 level. She represented Australia at the World Youth Olympic Games early this year in January in Gang 1. So she's already done a lot of impressive things on her resume, and I know she would love to help this team lift that Joan McKowen Memorial Trophy for the first time in its history as well.
She's only going to get better as the season goes on, you suspect as well, which is, I guess, the most encouraging thing. She's already starting from a pretty good base. As Cooper missed the puck. Dixon lost hers momentarily. Kulbida.
Oh.
Has it gone in? Yes! Right in front of Meyer. She just couldn't quite stop it. And it ends up with an Adelaide goal, their 6th and the first of this third period. We're crediting
Madeline Langevin.
goal.
Yeah, she's in the perfect spot here, providing that net front presence, and is able to take advantage of a big rebound that does come out and gets first to it, chips it in, and over Katie Meyer for the goal.
Just the quick reflexes there from Langevin. Line up against the board. Costa. Venus will recover. Two minutes to play, and well, Brisbane need to get going if they're going to be able to score more than one goal in a game for the first time this season. Badgley, Mahoney. Good scrambling defence from Adelaide to keep them out. And now going the other way, they've got the extra. Well done on the back check though by Fisher. Put an end to that threat as quickly as it emerged.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a hooking call here called. Lindsay Kalinick drew the penalty. There'll be an Adelaide player going to the penalty box, and Brisbane will finish this game on the power play, unless they score, of course, which they will hope that is the case.
I think this entire crowd at Boondall Ice World will be hoping for that as well.
How has the league changed or got better the last few years? That's a question from King Doofa. I think there's more awareness about the league. I think having the games being streamed on YouTube is fantastic. The imports that we've got, the quality of imports that hasn't continued to improve, and I think a real indicator of the health of the league is that, like Adelaide, they have imports who return. So you've got the Adelaide Rush roster players like Sierra Moroniuk, who's returning again this season. She'll play tomorrow. And players like Maya Tupper, who was best defender of the league last season. She's returned to the team again this year. So I think that's a really excellent question, Kim. But yeah, I think the quality of the players, the development, national teams as well, to see the under-18 women's team playing in Division 1B at AWIHL World Championships, ranked in the top 20 in the world. And most of the players, I think there's only 3 or so players who were a part of that under-18 team who weren't playing in the AWIHL. I think that's really illustrates the growth of the league and the quality that we see from it.
Well, thank you very much, Kim, for your question, and I reckon that's a pretty good answer, Gordon. I haven't been around the league as long as you have, but even in the short time I have, everything you've said there has rung true with me as well. Into the final minute now. Adelaide are going to win their second game of the season. Brisbane are going to fall to 0 wins and 3 losses as we have a stoppage.
Yeah, one thing as well. I mean, I haven't wanted to jinx it, Michael, because the game's not over yet, and you never know what can happen. But Emma Moonen is on the verge of securing her first career AWIHL win. She of course filled in last season for a few games for the Sydney Sirens, and Sydney was bottom of the standings and weren't able to collect a victory with her in net. But this time, she's played the entire game, and it looks like touch wood, but she is on track to secure her first career AWIHL win.
Well, something utterly insane would have to happen for her not to get her first win, but I appreciate the awareness of the commentator's curse. It's gotten all of us at some stage. But as we wind down, looks like she will be getting that first win. And Adelaide will get their second win of season 2024. And they do it with a big 6-1 victory over the Brisbane Lightning, who slumped to 0-3 on the season. But Gordon, just an outstanding performance from Adelaide.
Yeah, they really took control of the game early, and that early period, the first period, they outshot the Brisbane Lightning 15-1 and got out to that quick 4-0 lead early on in the second period, and that's a pretty deep hole to get out of. But the Brisbane Lightning did show some promise. They went toe-to-toe with the Rush in that third and final period, just allowing the 1 goal, which was on the power play. So 5 versus 5. I think the Brisbane Lightning can feel good about themselves that they did match it with Adelaide. They got a couple of bounces go their way. They're back in this game, and they can bring that into tomorrow's contest.
Well, speaking of tomorrow's game, it'll start at 4:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, 3:30 local time in Queensland. So make sure you're watching on AWIHL.tv, which is powered by Sportscast, of course, and also on the YouTube. But that just about does it for us here at Boondall Ice World. For Gordon Goodenough Matt McLeish, our producer, and the rest of the fabulous Sportscast team behind the scenes. It's Michael Peppicelli signing off from Bundle Ice World, where it was Adelaide defeating Brisbane 6-1. This evening, a first good save, but she couldn't get through the neutral zone. How about the deep there? Beautiful pass, and that's goal number 2. Kulbita combines with, was it Tupper? The deep there. Beautiful pass, and that's goal. See, Adelaide defenders not afraid to get forward as Kulbita. She has the assist, and now she's got a goal.
Oh, wow. What a...
Adelaide defenders not afraid to get forward as Kulbita. She has the assist, and now she's got a goal. That it was. Another wraparound opportunity, and that time Maya couldn't get there in the nick of time, and it's a goal for Mulvaney. Or is it? Or is it Kulbita? I think that's number 2. Another wraparound opportunity, and they're unable to take advantage of the power play opportunity, and they're unable to keep it in their offensive zone. Chance here, Farrier goes all the way. That's 2 for the chance here, Farrier. The most encouraging thing, it's already starting from a pretty good base. It's Cooper, missed the puck. Hers momentarily. Beat up. Has it gone in? Yes! Right in front.
This broadcast is powered by Sportscast Australia.